When you first start your YouTube channel, it's going to really be crickets out there. You're not going to get many views. You're going to start to ask yourself, is anyone actually watching my channel? Am I going in the right direction? And it's going to seem you're out in the middle of the ocean with no compass to guide you. Before you even produce your first video, orientate your channel in the right direction. Point yourself in a general direction that's been proved to be successful for your niche, and then you can adjust it as you go on. So here's a 3-step formula for doing it. The first thing you're going to do is come up with your common channel goal. There's a number of channel goals out there, and you're going to choose the number one channel goal that fits what you want to do with your channel. After that, we're going to look at the different types of strategies that each of the channel goals use. And then from there, we're going to decide what we should emphasize and what we should de-emphasize in our videos when we start up our channel. Let's start by looking at the common channel goals. These are the most common ones. The first one is to make money. The second one is when you're sharing information, and this could be something like you're sharing information on how to fix a car or how to install an air conditioner. You're teaching a subject like teaching children to read. The third one is you're trying to influence people to take some type of action. This could be you're trying to influence them to go on a road trip and visit a particular place, or to change their beliefs or change habits. The fourth one is to build credibility. This is very useful if you are a small business owner or you are a professional and you're trying to attract clients like a doctor, a lawyer, or some type of consultant. And the last type is where you're trying to share your experiences and give insights into your lifestyle. So that's more like a vlog. So we're going to look at each of these, and then we're going to look at the different strategies, and this will help you determine what to emphasize. If your main goal is to make money, there are a number of different ways that you can monetize your channel. I've just listed the 5 most popular ones, but of course there's others. The first thing you can do is become a YouTube and make money through Google AdSense. The next one is to get companies to sponsor you, and you're going to promote their products. It could be a soft promotion where you simply show their products, or it could be a more direct promotion where you're actually going to talk about and possibly demonstrate their products. The next one is where you're going to sell your own merch, and this is things like hoodies and t-shirts and coffee mugs, possibly with your channel name and logo on it. The next one is to do affiliate marketing. This is where you recommend a product that's linked to your niche, and your viewers are going to click on a link. When they buy something from that particular company, then you get a percentage, a commission. And the last type is where you're trying to sell your own product or services. So it's really important for you to determine which of these you're going to primarily focus on. Of course, you can focus on more than one, but I would suggest to start out, just choose one of these, and then later you can add to it. Now, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to look at orientation factors. These are the different factors that help us analyze a particular channel. And this is quite important to understand our strategies. Some channels are aiming to get as many viewers as they can, and they don't care who these viewers are. They're aiming for a wide reach. They don't care about the age of the viewers, the gender, or where they live. They just want to get as many viewers as possible. Other channels will take the opposite approach, and they have a very specific target market that you're trying to reach. They're going to know what gender they're going after, what age group, what country, what level of education these people's interests are, where they are in their life, what's important to them. So you need to decide which type of audience are you going for. The next thing is the engagement value. Some channels try to produce videos with high engagement value. That means these are videos that are fun to watch. They engage you. You're likely to watch these are videos that are likely to go viral. On the other end, we have videos which have low engagement value, and these are, frankly speaking, a little bit drier. They might be for academic subjects or for going into a deep dive. And that leads to the next area is how much depth do you want to go in? Some videos are rather shallow and they're built to be entertaining and fun, while other videos go into a lot of depth. They're designed to be packed with content. Then we have the relatability factor. The YouTuber is highly relatable. This YouTuber thinks very carefully about how to present himself in a way that his audience can easily relate to. Other types of videos, the YouTuber doesn't really care about building this connection with his audience, and so he has more of a low relate. Finally, there's the production quality. Some videos are designed to have very high production quality. These types of videos will rely upon very sophisticated editing techniques. They're likely to have a lot of special effects. The scenes are be rather short. The images are going to be very bold and pop out at you. And other videos are going to have a much lower production quality. They're going to look a lot more homemade. It's going to be like someone just holding up an iPhone and videotaping themselves. Now, why are we going into this and how is it useful for making money? Very simple. If you're trying to make money through AdSense or product promotions, then you're going to, in general, want to produce videos that have the yellow characteristics. But if you're trying to rely upon affiliate marketing, selling your own products and services, then you can create videos in the green category. Now, in an ideal world, everyone is going to try to make videos in the yellow category. But the reason I showed you this distinction is if you're trying to sell your own products or service or rely upon affiliate marketing, it may not be necessary to produce videos that have high engagement value. You want to produce videos that go into a lot of depth. It may not be really all that important to have videos that can relate well to your audience. You're going to have to decide and figure it out through trial and error. But if you're producing videos in this green group, you save yourself a lot of time by not trying to produce high quality videos or highly engaging. This means you don't have to spend a lot of time in mastering the skills and you can produce a larger quantity of videos that are more specifically targeted for your audience. If you want someone to show you how to successfully launch and grow a new YouTube channel, then subscribe and ring that notification bell so you will get access to all the free goodies that I give away during the first 48 hours after releasing a new video. The second type of goal is to share information. We can subdivide these channels into two groups. Some channels are designed to attract viewers who are only there to learn certain information. And on the other hand, we have channels where viewers come not only to learn, also be a little bit entertained. I found out that in general, the younger the audience is, the more likely they're going to want to entertain. Again, let's look at our channel orientation factors, but this time we're going to focus on channels that are designed to share information. You're going to want to create a channel that's really has a real clearly defined target. In terms of engagement value, it depends. If you're trying to entertain your audience to a certain extent, then you're going to want to produce videos that do have some type of engagement value. But if your viewers are coming just to learn information, then you don't really need much engagement. Again, it's the same thing for the amount of depth you want to go to. You're going to need a balance. You're going to need some videos that are rather shallow and fun that are going to appeal to a wide audience. Once you get this audience to come and see your video, they're going to go onto your channel. And then they're going to want to see a bunch of videos that are related to their needs that are in depth. So you need a combination of these. And that balance is going to change as your channel gets older. Also consider relatability. In general, if you're going for an older audience, you don't necessarily have to be too relatable, but if you're aiming for a younger audience, relatability becomes more important. Similar for production quality. Audiences there who are there just to get information, they don't really need high production quality. But if they want to be slightly engaged, slightly entertained, then you're going to need a little bit more production quality. Here are a couple other things to consider. The way you input your information, it's generally best to use multiple input methods. The most common method is you simply talking, where people see you and you're giving them information. But you can add to by showing B-roll. You can add to that by showing charts and graphs and text, and even PowerPoint slides and things from whiteboards. You can vary the methods, and this makes it a lot more engaging and more interesting and hold your audience's attention more. You need to experiment with it a little bit because After you get maybe 50 or 100 videos, you may find that your audience prefers one method over another, or they may not need multiple methods. Another thing is, no matter who you're targeting, one of the key things is you need to need content that's packaged in a very simple format that's easy to understand. Now we turn to the third type of channel. This is where the channel is designed to influence people. The key thing is the channel needs to be designed so the YouTuber can easily relate to his audience, and you also want to design things to build credibility. In general, most of the factors that characterize this type of channel are going to be in the yellow group. We want to appeal to a wide range of people, and we want to produce videos that have a lot of engagement value, highly relatable. The production quality is going to be pretty good. And just like with sharing information, we need a combination of videos that are on one side shallow, fun, engaging, and clickbaity, and on the other side, we need a collection of videos which go into the they dive into it. So the shallow videos are going to attract viewers to your channel. Then they're going to look at a number of videos on your channel that go into things in a lot more depth, and they're going to realize from doing this that you are a person who is highly creditable and that they want to be able to relate to you. So some of the key things to keep in mind is that you want to focus on two things: creating videos that are engaging, as well as videos that have high quality content. Really pack a lot of useful information for the audience. Now, with this type of channel, you're going to have to do a fair amount of experimentation once you get a good number of videos up to find out what exactly your audience wants. Now, that's true with any type of channel, but with influencing people, it's a little bit more true than other types. Let's go on to the next two types of channel goals, and that is building credibility and selling your own products and services. I'm lumping these two together because the strategies to use is the same. Your overall objective is to convince your audience that you are the go-to person when they're searching for information in your particular niche, or when they're ready to buy products or services in your niche. So what are the different strategies? We need a combination of things from the yellow group and the green group. In general, we're trying to reach out to a very targeted audience. The engagement value of our videos does not have to be too high. We also need a combination of shallow, fun, clickbaity videos that's going to attract a wide audience, as well as videos that very content driven, that have a lot of useful information. They're packed with information, and take a deep dive. Videos for this group generally need to be highly relatable because we want to build up trust with our audience. And the production quality is going to vary a little bit. On some channels, some niches, you can have videos which have low production quality, but other channels and niches, you might have videos that require high production quality. If your niche is filmmaking, then generally you want videos that have high production quality because they give some insight into your skill as a videographer. Some of the key things to keep in mind is you really want to focus on adding value and adding very good quality content. The content you need to make needs to be specific and useful. That's adding value. It also needs to be high quality. It's going to be useful and different than some of the other things you find on YouTube. There's going to be a lot of information there because you're going to be the go-to person. Also, very important, you need a way to provide a clear path for your audience to contact you. So this can be a link in your description where they can click the link and they can go to your website, they can email you, or even at the end of your video, you might provide them with some way to contact. We move on to the last type channel goal, and this is where you share your experiences and give a glimpse into your lifestyle. For this type, relatability is the key, and the way you relate to your audience is going to depend upon their age in general. So this is very much into the yellow group. We're trying to reach a large number of people. We're trying to produce videos that have high engagement value. They're going to be entertaining. We want to be able to relate very well to our audience, and our videos are going to have high production quality. But here's the things you need to tweak to determine what works best for you. The pace. How quickly are you going to speak? How quickly is your video going to move from one scene to another? Are you going to stay on one scene only 2 seconds or 1 second? Or are you going to stay on one scene for 5 seconds, 7 seconds? How do you use humor if you use it at all? You need to link your content to your audience's interest. And very important, you need to be yourself. That's something I cannot overemphasize because people who come to this type of channel, they come because they like you and they want to hang out with you. They want someone who's really genuine. So let your personality, strengths, and values shine through if you're creating a YouTube channel with this goal. Now that you see the different types of channel goals, and you got a good idea of what strategies to use and what to emphasize, then you should be able to answer, what is the main goal of my channel and what exactly should I emphasize? The next step is to come up with a system to know if you are successful or not. I call this a measurement system, and in another video, I'm going to go into this in a lot more detail. Before you jump in and make any more videos or even your first video, watch this to learn a lot of other great tips that will save you months of time.